Yep. Here to answer some questions. Why did you leave your country? Do you want to answer that?
Mm, actually, I'm not feel like my life is safe in my country, and I have some threatening, and my circumstances change, so I feel unsafe. Me and my family. That's why I leave my country.
Okay.
What about you?
I left my country to get protected here because I'm not safe. Also in my country, I feel threatened, and due to my sexuality, and I needed a place where I can be protected and I can be free. So that's why I came to the UK.
Mm,
So why did you choose to move to the UK instead of another country?
actually, I came here first time 2010 as a student.
Whoa.
I complete my study and I aware about the area, everything. And when I came back and I get married, and when my circumstance change, so I feel it. UK is my best place to save my life because I aware about the all law,
Oh,
human rights support, and much more understand about other than the other country.
oh.
So that's why I choose a UK. What about you?
Yeah, well, I also chose UK because I feel UK is home to me because before I fled my country in 2022, I've always been in UK since 2000 2004. I come on visit on a yearly basis. I visit UK like 2 to 3 times in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So before I fled the country, so I found UK as a home.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, especially in Scotland, the people are friendly. So I came to seek protection. So that's why I'm in UK.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your journey to UK like?
My journey is not easy because when I think about to come here for protect my life and protect my family, I'm so much upset, unstable, and I came by plane. I didn't choose a illegal channel
Mm,
uh, because I know about how to get the visa, so I apply visa and I came here. But it's very difficult journey for me to leave my country, my
yeah.
relative, my siblings. So very difficult choice to leave the country.
Wow.
What
Well,
about you?
yeah, mine too was it was a stressful one for me because I've lived all my years in my country, and fleeing your country to live in the UK um, is such a stressful journey, and then coming to start all over again, it wasn't that easy, you know. So my journey was stressful. I came into the UK with a plane. I came in legally and to seek protection, but it wasn't a good journey. You know, you've lived all your life in your country, and having
Mm,
starting all over
yeah,
again is um, something else. But then it is what it is. So that's it.
when you have a choice, your life and your family and other things. So it's very difficult for me on that time. I choose my life is important.
Yeah,
Other thing is secondary.
exactly,
So I
exactly.
bring my family, my kids, my wife, and I came here. So it's very difficult to say how's my journey. I always remember on that day how's. Whew.
Well, how did people treat you when you first got to the Scotland?
My journey is very strange because I came here first time in England, UK. Manchester arrived first time, and I travel by road, Croydon, London to apply asylum.
Mm.
Then Home Office shift me here in Glasgow. This is my first time experience in Scotland.
Mm.
But initially, I'm not in touch with the uh, most of the people because initially stage I'm facing appointments and paperwork, everything. So people very supportive. Initially, I didn't find any trouble because some of the home office staff and the other staff like migrant and Mears people, uh, for me, very supportive. Um, I don't find any trouble. But after that, when I start my life here in Scotland, Glasgow, um, I find some difficulty for people treated for different Asian people or your skin color.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometime when I travel by bus, so I find some people disliking me. I cannot
Wow.
sit with them. So and even the bus driver do not very helpful for migrant or for people travel from other country. They not support you. They not
Mm.
even I have trouble to understand about the accent of the Scottish accent.
Mm.
Yeah, and also sometime if you travel nighttime on the street, so you can find trouble. The people are on not in good condition, like they use alcohol,
Mm.
so they are not on sense. So I always try to avoid go nighttime or especially for where the football match
Mm.
in the ground like. City side or other side because the fans come out after the match. They are not in his mind.
Wow.
Like they win the match,
Mm-hmm.
they also fun on the road, and also when they lose the match, they also
So,
in different mood. So on both side you are facing a problem. The fans make a problem always. So these are the matters, but different area, different I have experience. So yeah.
yeah. For me, how did people treat me when I get to Scotland? At first, I was scared. I was scared of the people, you
Mm,
know. Then the accent is another thing.
yeah.
It's not like the England.
Mm,
So most of the time, I don't even understand. They speak very fast.
mm,
The tongue is different. Sometimes I don't even understand what they say. I just say
mhm,
yes,
yeah.
yes. I just keep nodding my head. You know, at first when I seek asylum, the migrants help, the Mears people. I was taken to a hotel with my kids.
Mm-hmm,
It was okay, but I will say I'm coming to a new country where
mm,
you don't have knowledge of anything. You don't even know what is
yeah,
the
you're right.
asylum. All you wanted was just protection.
Mm,
You don't even know the process of the asylum, but you just wanted to be protected. You want the UK government to protect you because some of us coming in, we just fled the country with the fear of persecution and
mm,
all. So, but now you seek asylum. I don't know what it is, but I don't know the process, but I seek asylum to be protected. I mean, you don't know how sometimes you they give you a call on the phone.
mm,
Sometimes I don't even hear it, but right now I've stayed like 2 years plus,
mm,
so as I understanding,
mm,
sometimes NHS will call you or Mears or you don't even hear them.
mm,
Da, 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 da. I don't even hear what they say.
mm,
They just drop the
yeah,
phone
right.
because of the accents.
Accent.
Yeah, they don't even wait for you to know whether you understood what they say or not.
Mm,
Sometimes some of them can be nice, like, did you understand?
mm,
When you say no, they rush it again. Pa, 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 pa. You don't get what they say. Sometimes you just don't want to be a nuisance. You say yes. You say yes to what you don't know.
Right, you're right.
Because it has happened to me several times. So the treatments, I feel they are very nice people,
Yeah.
but but then because this is their country, this is the way they talk. You get so um you don't understand so many things. Even you don't even the connection, how to move on the
Mm,
road. We integrated bit by bit, and
mm,
you were forced to know a lot of things by yourself.
mm.
So
When I came here, I don't have any more connection and more interaction with the community and society. So I start travel city area and start with some charity organization. They support asylum seeker refugees,
mm,
and I find the people working with the um, charity organization, they are very supportive.
mm,
Like I live in Glasgow, and they guide you about where you get more support.
mm,
Like if you need any food related food bank and clothes related, you have any issue, because we receive a very small amount a day.
wow.
Asylum seekers receive only £5
Yeah,
a
yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
So how did you spend £7 a day? Because the cost of living
That's
is
just
too so
that's
expensive.
just it's just the
So
transportation.
yeah, so some people are very good, but some people are make a problem in
Yeah.
your life.
And the thing is, like you said, the some of organizations they help asylum seekers, refugee. It's not. Do you know? It's not everybody that have the information.
Hmm.
When you don't have information, you don't know a lot of things.
Hmm.
So people are just grounded. At first, I was in my hotel. I don't know anything. I don't
Hmm.
know. I
Hmm.
can go to. I don't know what is called refugee. I don't know anything. I don't know
Hmm.
food bank. I don't know. Nobody's giving me any information.
And because of this matter, we are avoid to contact with the police. If you are in trouble at any place, like night time on the street, if you find any trouble, so normal people call the police. But asylum seeker have some fear in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
avoid to call police.
Yeah, because you don't
They
want
don't
any
have any.
reference. You don't want anything to
No,
be at.
they don't have any information about how to handle this
Mm,
situation.
yeah,
So it's very important to educate the people,
yeah,
especially if you find any trouble with the people on the street or anywhere. So the police is helping you, but the asylum seeker and refugees are in some fear in mind
yeah.
to avoid the call.
Even me, I get
Yeah,
scared. I don't
so
want
they
any.
they they don't find the solution. They just away from the problem, and then they have very bad experience. Things like, yeah, that's the thing. Well,
Well, moving on. Do you think refugee have less rights than the citizen in the country?
I explain about there is two things: refugee and asylum seeker. Yeah, refugee means you have a status
Mm-hmm.
to get the job and do your work
Mm-hmm.
and spend your life full your rights.
Yeah.
But if you talk about asylum seeker, they have some boundaries. They have some barriers. Like asylum seeker, when the paper submitted in home office and the case in process for final decision, they are not able to work during this time,
Mm,
and they are not able to higher education. Only just uh, part-time courses they can do,
yeah.
and also some benefits they haven't received any benefits. Just only home office support, like £7 a day.
Mm-hmm.
The council did not support any council support or child support, weekly support, like, and universal credit. They are not even, and no recourse to public
Public
fund.
phone. Yeah.
They are not able to receive. So they only just depend on the £7 a day, which is provided by home office. And the citizen, yes, citizen have full rights, because they are live here, they born here,
Yeah.
so they have full rights to avail all the facility. But yeah, refugees and asylum seeker have some limitations, some boundaries.
Mm.
Even few years back, the refugees are not right to votes. But three after 2023, I think, yeah, 24, 22, the Scottish Parliament pa- passed the bill. The refugees are able to cast a vote
Mm.
because they are part of society. And yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, for me, yeah, I think so that the citizen have more rights than the refugee because sometimes I've experienced some people like applying to jobs and all that. When they apply to jobs, as a refugee, you're coming into the country, you are trying to integrate into the country, and then you ask like 5 years experience. How do I get that? How
Mm,
do I get that?
that's the main point.
How do I get that? I just came into the system, and then you're asking me if I have a 5 years experience or 3 years experience. Where do I get the experience from?
Mm.
The experience I have back in my country sometimes does not count. You have your education back in your country, it doesn't count.
They not accept our degree as well.
Yeah, our degree you don't accept. Some of us are graduates, some of us
I'm a
are
master's.
yeah,
I'm a master's
masters, some
human
of us
resource.
are. But so I feel that the citizens have more, yeah, they have more rights than the refugee. As an asylum seeker, some of asylum seekers have been kept for like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. They're not working.
Mm.
You don't give them rights to work. They're not doing anything. Now you give us the refugee. How do you
Yeah,
expect me to get
yeah.
a 5 years experience, 4 years experience? So the citizen have more rights. And then I came with my degree. You don't accept my degree.
Even I'm a
And
partic.
asylum seeker, you won't allow me to go to the uni. While
Mm.
I'm waiting for my asylum, I can go
Mm.
to the uni. I can do my masters. I can do other things, but it's restricted.
Even I applied several times for master's degree, and they refused my application because I'm not able to get the SAS support. They not allow. I'm able to full time. They treated me as an international student.
Wow.
So that's the boundary for us. And also, I have participated different campaign, right to work. Why the government make a barrier the asylum seeker not able to work here? We are able to work. So if they
Exactly.
allow, so
Why
we
not?
don't we don't want to burden on the society.
Exactly.
Even we don't have burden,
Mhm.
they but the people have some misunderstanding. We are burden. We are not burden. This
Yeah.
this make policy by government.
We are here to even help the system, put in into the system, but because there's limits,
Mm.
restrictions. So, anyways, moving
Actually, the
on.
media make wrong concept to
Mm.
local people.
The
They,
media.
the major role of the media. If you come on the actual reality,
Mm-hmm.
this is different things. So if you see go around the society, you find the always the asylum seeker fight against the rights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they want to work,
Yeah.
they want to contribute in the society,
Yeah.
they are able to contribute in the community level.
Yeah.
Even the asylum seeker kids are fully understand how to contribute in the society, and they are very intelligent, they are very
Very
skilled
clever.
person,
Yeah.
yeah. So if the government think about this, so this difference should be clear, should be removed.
Exactly. Yeah, moving on. So, what was it like getting used to a completely different country? So, what was it like getting used to a completely different country and how did you cope?
As I said earlier, I came 2010 for my education,
Yeah.
higher education. I came back to my country, and then I came again for protect my life. And so I'm much aware about the environment and everything. But yeah, this is a different, something different culture, different.
Mhm.
and environment different, weather different. I'm not used to this weather, but and also cultural differences. But when I start my life here, I I'm not I'm totally now change because I adopt the lifestyle here, and also um, when you see similar other people, they are already face this problem and then they get the status and then they are
Mhm.
successfully start your life,
Mhm.
so you adopt the positive things for
Mhm.
the success people. That is my reason I involve in the community to look into
Yeah.
the successful people
Yeah.
when he came here and he facing the problem barriers and how they are successful, because when you sit at home and you don't connect with the community, you didn't find the way out
Mhm.
how to spend your positive life in this country, because you are not born here. We grow up our country,
Of
so
course.
our thoughts, our ideas, our values is different.
Yeah.
But I
Food.
came here, I understand about the this country values is different, the
Mhm.
thoughts is different, and I very easily to adopt these things, only positive things.
Mhm.
And similarly, my kids also follow the system, and they very quickly adjust in the education system and the society,
Mm.
how to move it, how to connect with the local people. They have very friends. They have very friends, but sometimes um they are facing this matters like a racism matters in the school
Mm.
level,
Yeah.
in the community level, even in the sports level as well. But I always teach him uh, be positive
Be positive.
and and give an example to other. What about you?
Um.
What is
Well.
your experience about this?
My experience getting used to this complete the country and how I'm coping. Like my experience, I up till now I'm still finding it difficult to integrate properly. You know, my experience is not easy, especially when I look at the NHS system. You know, um, it's completely different from where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I've been having issues with my left knee. I can't even walk very well. Sometimes I can't even do a 5 minute walk. I take taxi most of the time. I have done x-rays like 3 times. I have done CT scan, and they keep showing me on the scan,
Mm-hmm.
you have this, you have this, you have this, your whatever, whatever, the medical terms,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it shows that you have seen whatever it's wrong with me, but you keep telling me NHS is slow, NHS is slow, you're on the
Mm-hmm.
queue, you're on the queue,
Mm-hmm.
everything. This is going to like 2 years plus. The at when I got to this country, I was working very well. I
Mm-hmm.
was moving very well. I was doing everything, all of a sudden, and I keep complaining. Sometimes I can't walk, sometimes I can't sleep. All they do is give you cocodamo, pain relief, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because NHS keep telling you you're on the queue, you're on the queue,
Long
and
process.
it's
Yeah.
long process.
Yes.
Because you call the NHS, they will tell you, I'll call you back. The doctor will reach you back, ask you question on the phone, and then just give you paracetamol. Meanwhile, what is wrong with you is more than paracetamol.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I don't know. I think the system should improve in the NHS area,
I
because
think
right
they need
now
to.
I am not happy with my knee.
Mm,
Sometimes I'll be crying. I'll lift the knee, and there's nothing they are doing to it. I just keep going to, I mean, physiotherapy,
mm,
and it's not helping me.
mm.
I just want to get better. For 3 years, nothing has been done. So I think the NHS should improve.
improve.
Yeah.
And even they have a shortage of staff, shortage of nurses, care home very limited staff, so they need to hire more staff and support
Hmm.
the rest of the people. Yeah.
Do you have to leave anyone or anything important, special to you behind? If yes, what, who, and why?
First of all, when I leave my country, my all my siblings, my friends, and my home,
Yes.
because back to my country, my status is different.
Yeah.
I have my own home,
Yeah.
my job, my relative, my my friends, my siblings, everything in my back to country. But because of this, my circumstance change, and because of the situation of my life,
Mm.
I leave my country. I'm not happy to leave my country, but because of protect my life, protect my
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
so I take a very hard decision to leave my country. And when I came here, and everything has changed in my life, my status, my profile, and my surrounding friends circle. But due to my life, because I
Mm.
think I've said my life is important and my family is important, so that's why I focus on these things. It's very difficult to explain what you leave.
Honestly, everything.
Everything I leave in my country, back
Honestly,
to my country.
I will say I left everything as well. And
Yeah.
getting to this country, I will not lie to you. Before, as I came, every time I almost like crying.
Mm,
I kept crying like, how do I start all over again? You know, like you said, I left my house too. My cars, I have cars.
mm,
I've been in this country, I've been trekking for,
mm,
I've been trekking, and I felt it contributed to my knee
mm.
because you have to run to jump to the bus, to the train station, catch up with this, catch up with the timing and everything. In fact, the walk I have walked in this country, walking, trekking, jumping from bus to bus from train, I have never done that in my
Yeah,
country. I have
same
never ever.
yeah, same my situation.
I have never ever. I have trekked, I have walked, leaving all those and getting used, back in Africa, we used to have big house. The houses are big, or here, when you move into the house, you have one toilet, one bathroom, just in a box.
Yeah.
In Africa, you can have like three toilets, four bathrooms in a house.
Mm,
You have to get used to everything, getting used to the system. I left my friends, my job. I was so comfortable back home, but having your life is more important. I have never dreamt of living in the country,
mm.
coming to live here and starting a new life. I just wanted to come on holiday, travel and go. But unfortunately, you have to flee your country due to saving your life
Hmm.
and flee to a safe country and start all over again.
Right.
Starting all over again, integrating into the system is
Yeah.
not easy.
Not
It's
easy.
not easy, but here we
Even
are
if
today.
even sometimes this is not your choice,
Yeah,
but you
you
are
don't have a
bound to. Yeah,
choice.
you are
Yeah,
not choice.
it's not your choice, but you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
So,
you have bound to integrate the community, and because it's helping for your mental health.
yeah. So, what advice would you give to other people experiencing this, being an asylum seeker, having left your country?
Hmm.
So, what advice would you give to other people experiencing this?
When you talk about the life threatening and life unsecure, that is not an easy task to explain to anyone. This This is a very hard to choice to select to leave your country. But some people leave the country because of the war situation. This is life threatening point. So if anyone is unsecure, unsafe, so might be they travel, they migrate from one own country to other country because of the life protection. So everyone not happy to travel from leave the country and then come another country.
Yeah.
I've met several Ukraine people. They are unhappy
Yeah.
to stay. They want to back, but they said if
Their
they go back,
their life is more
everything
important.
is destroyed. Everything is destroyed. No any economically stable. The houses destroyed. Even Hamas, everything is destroyed.
Wow.
Even still, they striking on.
Mm. I thought
So
the it has gone down. It's
no,
still
no, still striking.
wow.
Some kids still dying. Current news I've seen some still Israel striking on the Hamas. So I'm not saying my experience is very successful. I'm not happy to say everyone leave the country. This is a worst situation that's they take decision to leave the country.
Mm.
Like if anyone's secure, unsafe in his own country, that's the personal choice, and this is difficult choice to leave the country and then
Exactly.
protect the life. So I pray for everyone is safe in his life in his country, but it's a
Mm.
worse situation then they think about to leave the country and leave the everything.
The most advice I will give is for everybody to be safe first, and then be patient.
Yeah,
Be
it's not
patient.
only UK. Anywhere when you see
Anywhere,
safe in the
yeah,
country, like
anywhere you are, you find yourself.
yeah,
As long as you are safe, be patient. Yeah, nobody want to leave their country
yeah,
to
no
start
one
another
happy to leave the
life.
country. Yeah,
It's a situation that brought us to another man's country, and then, you find yourself here and integrate. The advice I will give is just be patient, and people should just integrate well into the new environment they find themselves,
and
because it's not really easy.
not easy.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. Integration is very important, and when you come here and apply asylum, um, it's very important to keep in contact with the organization
Mm.
and understand about the way you successful in your case.
Yeah.
Um, some people don't have any information about the asylum process and about the legal advice. So important to take our legal advice properly and avoid to share your important information because this is very important to to avoid information your personal information
Mm.
within the community or outside the community. You should inform your legal advisor and get advice from advisor, the best advisor.
Yeah.
What do you think about? Because if you discuss your case in the community or in the public place, so you get worse experience and you get the wrong information.
Mm.
So avoid to discuss within the community, only discuss with your lawyer or proper legal advisor. So that's my suggestion.
Yeah. Well, um, yeah, this question is even with the dangers in your home country, if given a chance, will you go back?
I don't think so. I go back because when I feel uncomfortable, so why I should I go? Yeah, this is my priority whenever I feel my circumstances better. So I try to go back and meet my siblings and my relative. But if I take a step to save my life,
Mm-hmm.
so
Well,
this is very hard to me. Take a decision. I don't know at the moment. I'm not feel safe to go
yeah,
back at the
yeah.
moment. Current situation is not suitable for me. What do you think?
Well, for me, right now, presently, right now, with the present danger, I am not safe. I won't be able to go back. But in the future, if everything goes down and I feel I'm safe, the country is okay, I don't mind to go
Mm.
back, you know. Um, because this is a country that I have lived like 40 years of my life. The cold here, I don't like the cold. Not getting used to the cold, is still not okay. So I really don't mind to go back if I am safe. But right now, I am not safe. I'm still scared.
Mm.
Sometimes when I see some things from home, I still get scared.
Mm.
So I don't feel safe, and I'm safe here. So why would I go home now?
Why would I go?
Why would
Yeah.
I go home? You
No,
know?
even yes, you're right. Um, Even this is my seventh year, and I have fear in my mind is still bad condition
Yeah,
for related to my case. I'm not able to go back.
yeah. Because right now, I have integrated into the system. My children are in school. My son is in the uni.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
studying cybersecurity engineering.
Hmm.
My little boy is in school. They are enjoying the.
Actually, this is our country now.
Yeah, this is our country.
So
So
I am happy to.
I'm getting used to
I start
everything,
my
and
life. You start my life. You
yeah,
start your life. I
yeah.
start my life. So
So
I'm happy
I'm
to.
happy to stay to also I'm even part of Scottish National Party,
Mm,
the movement of Scottish, how we can make Scottish, you know, get independence and all. So I'm part of the movement of
yeah.
Scottish. So I found myself integrating here. So I don't want to go home and then be hiding and be scared.
Why we make again trouble in our life?
Yeah.
So I don't think so. At the moment
My
I
country
think.
don't care about me, doesn't care about
Yeah,
my
same
life.
same for me. Even the government cannot
Yeah,
support
the
me
government does not
back to my
support me.
country.
The
The
country does
government.
not care if I die or not. So
So why
this is
should
a
I
country
go?
that is protecting me.
Yeah.
So why would I go back home? I'm ready. This is where I drink my water. This is where I eat my food. So I'm ready to take the country to the next level.
I'm
So
happy to hear. I'm happy
I'm
to hear.
protected
Yeah.
here. I am safe. My children are happy. My children have integrated into the system, playing football and here and there. Do you know what? My son will go to football. Sometimes will come back home around 11 p.m.
Hmm.
Coming back from football. In my country, he can't try that. 6 p.m. we are indoors. We've locked our doors.
Even in my
We
country,
can't
they.
try. If my son wants to go and play football, I have to take him there
Hmm.
and stay with him and bring him back. My son was like, Mommy, you left me to go and play football and come back by myself. I said, here is safe.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to attack you. Nobody's going to do anything
Even
to
the
you.
women are
He
safe.
goes and come back by himself.
Yeah.
In my country, I will take him there. I will stay because he can be kidnapped. Anything can
Yeah.
happen. Within a twinkle of an eye,
Same
he's
in
disappeared.
same in my country. The woman
So he too
cannot
was
travel
he's so
alone. The
happy. He'd
woman
be like,
cannot travel
"Oh, I
alone.
can
Yeah.
go out on my own."
Hmm.
He,
That you're right.
So I'm happy here. I've integrated here, so we are happy to make the country better.
Yeah.
So now, what do you miss most about your home country that you don't have in your new one here?
Most of the area I have missed the festival which is my country have, and also the food.
Yeah,
But yeah, Glasgow have very option available for food restaurant, Asian food, and and so yes, when you compare with um, your safe life, so you compromise everything.
mm, you don't have a choice.
But you don't have choice. Yeah, I miss my family. I miss my friend, my cultural festival. Everything I missed. Everything.
I missed everything too. I missed a lot of things. I missed hanging out with my friends. The country here is cold. We sit down together outside, you know. I miss hanging out with my friends. I miss my house. I miss home. I miss all the traditional, the food. I miss the food because our African food is so expensive here. Trying
Hmm.
to get those foods are very expensive. So I miss the food. I miss home, but I'm happy here.
Yeah, we are happy here.